Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday morning. This video today, I'm just going to be touching on. This is for the ladies, which is most of you anyway, and it refers to three areas. Those of you that are having problems with missing your monthly cycles and having a problem getting pregnant. Those of you that have got pregnant and actually having a baby. And also touch on menopause, okay? And, you know, out of all the thousands of people that I work with, 95% of them are female. And I've come across a very, very common problem with all three of these areas, and that is fixing digestion, okay? And now, if we go back to having problems with your monthly cycles or having problems getting pregnant in that area, just think about it for a minute. You know, our digestive system doesn't mature until we get to about 12, 13 years old, which is one of the reasons why we can't get pregnant. We don't start having periods until that age, and we can't have a baby. Of course, because when you think about it, when you're actually having a baby, you're producing another human being, you've got to have digestion working well. You cannot produce another human being without producing enough protein to start with. So one of the areas, and I've seen this many times. This isn't the answer to everything, I know that. But this is something that a lot of people don't think about. If you are having problems with your monthly cycles, work on your digestion. I've seen many times clients do this, and very, very quickly their cycles come back into regular patterns, because now their body has the ability to be able to produce a baby. It's not going to do it while it's struggling for resources. Of course not. Okay. If you are pregnant and you're having a baby, or you're due to have a baby soon or whatever, please, please, please really focus on building up those resources, building up digestion again. All right. I have lost count of the number of clients that I work with that have had long-term problems. I'm talking 10, 15 years. And when we trace them back, it goes back to when they had a baby or they had twins or whatever. And what happened is their body went through so much stress through the pregnancy or through giving birth. And if that stress isn't buffered, if we don't put in the effort whilst we are pregnant and afterwards to really fix digestion, making sure that we're still bringing in all of those resources, we can push our body out of balance. And yeah, for some, that can be out of balance for years and years and years and years and years, all because they never put any focus on digestion. Okay, we just got to remember, we've got to appreciate that we're producing another human being that requires all of the resources that you have. And if it's going to take it from you, you've got to make sure you add it back in. Okay. All right. And the third area is menopause. I work with a lot of women with menopause, and I have seen, you know, we go through a lot of menopausal symptoms, I know, and some of them are a little bit hard to hide or to remove. But, and I've seen this many times, I've done this many times with clients, work on digestion. I have lost count again of the amount of clients that I've had that are going through menopause and suffering a lot of the symptoms. And we worked on digestion. And what happens within a couple of 3 months, all those symptoms go away. Why? Well, menopause, you're not sure, there are some symptoms, but it's not meant to be a struggle. This is not natural. Okay? But when we do go through all these symptoms and we do get knocked around a lot, why? It's because our body doesn't have the ability to be able to buffer the stresses that are going on in the body and the changes. Okay, these changes, we've got to remember, they utilize a lot of energy. They utilize a lot of resources. And if we don't have those resources available, the body is going to suffer. And it's going to start stealing from Paul and paying for Peter. And you know what I mean? It's going to be struggling. And it can be as simple as fixing digestion, I promise you. This isn't going to work for everybody. but I've seen it a lot. I see a lot of things, and this is one area that it's so simple and it's so obvious that people tend not to think about it. And this is the case with a lot of the work that I do. A lot of the answers, when you hear them, make a lot of sense. They're quite obvious, but we don't think about them. We're all looking for the complex answers and the complex supplements or the complex machines or the complex therapy. This isn't rocket science. Life isn't rocket science. Health isn't rocket science. Giving birth isn't rocket science. But if we deplete our bodies of the resources it needs to be able to go through these stages, you're going to have problems. Okay. Yeah, let me know. Make some comments here if this is something you're going through. I'm more than happy to add any other advice I can if you need some advice on what you're going through. But this is something I see all the time. Yeah, this is one of the benefits of working with so many thousands of people. I see these things all the time. I can't not see them, and some of them are so damn obvious. Have a good day.